In 2016, a case study was developed to prove how blended learning could improve the outcomes of learning experiences in studying creative music making and how it could better help students in a group learning composition creation. The research question in its summation is, how does a blended learning environment support students' group composing process? At the Department of Teacher Education at the University of Helsinki, Finland, the research group had previously used blended learning in learning music to enrich in-class learning and develop a new technology-based blended learning model for student teachers' needs. The Rockway Online Learning Environment, which is the online program used in this study, provides video courses at different levels to teach beginners or advanced students in several instruments, singing, improvisation, musical production, and creativity. One aim of the course and the focus of the study was to compose a children's song using learning groups. The blended learning method used was the rotation method, in which students learn through a schedule of independent online study sessions in the Rockway Music e-learning environment and in face-to-face classroom time. The rotation model is a sort of flipped classroom model. In this model, online teaching will be tailored to the students' individual needs, and collaborative work in small groups will be encouraged by teachers. It encourages them to use their devices as a tool for learning and encourages them to obtain resources on their own or through modules or games that their teacher has set for them. One initial issue that was brought up was the fact that the musical backgrounds varied widely, with some students being considered professional and some amateur with regard to music instrument performing skills. Some students had no experience at all. The framework for this unit utilized Amabile's 1983 componential model of small groups creative process. There are 5 phases to this model. The first phase is task preparation for composing a children's song in small groups. In the beginning, the problem or aim of the creative composing work is determined. The second phase is preparation. In this phase, all information connected to the task is gathered and studied to solve the problems or continue the creative work. The third phase is idea generation, with new ideas being created. This phase should be very fluid and open to all original ideas. The fourth stage consists of idea validation. In this phase, the group or individual checks whether the ideas presented meet the criteria of the task. The fifth and final phase entails the production and assessment of the creative ideas. The assessment conducted consisted of group interviews and, after the course, reflective writings of students' learning experiences. Teacher observations were also included concerning the creative process. During and after the course, the students wrote about their learning experiences in the blended learning setting. The writings have been qualitatively content analyzed to describe their learning experiences of this pilot music course. The outcomes were generally positive. The teacher's role as a mentor was seen as a necessary component of independent learning. The role of blended learning in composing the group song was, across the board, called both engaging and motivating. Many students use the online environment to learn new skills in music, studying various instruments. Students also use the online environment for creative planning in music and for group song composition. According to students' writings, the blended strategies enhance their engagement and music learning through online activities in the music course and improved effectiveness and efficiencies by reducing lecture time and allowing time for group work to produce creative ideas. Overall, the researchers declare that online learning in music always needs classroom instruction and face-to-face support to achieve the best learning goals, so the best solution for future learning in music is in blended learning designs. The results of this case study prove undeniably the virtues of the community of inquiry. The use of groups to create the song reflects the social nature of education and the role that interaction, collaboration, and discourse play in constructing knowledge. There are also many opportunities for personal responsibility to develop in the inquiry phase of learning new instruments and studying the songwriting process in an online environment. Without a doubt, this case study shows how, through interactive processes, learners will construct, critically analyze, and confirm knowledge in their given domain. Also, the three necessary components of a community of inquiry are present and equally represented, both during the creation of the artifact as well as in the reflected writings of the students after the project is finished. There is a teaching presence, a social presence, and a cognitive presence. I will be using this framework in the construction of my own music courses going forward.